Hello, how are you doing? Barnabas here. I hope you're doing well. In today's video, I'd like to answer this question. Are there nanny jobs in Australia? I will also explain why you will need some nanny skills before you come to Australia, regardless of your career or status. Unlike other nations in Africa and Middle East, in other nations where being a nanny is actually a career that somebody can earn a living out of, here in Australia is a little different. And this is the reason why. In these countries, nanny are not paid well compared to other jobs, right? They're paid peanuts. And so even with very minimum wages, you can afford to have a nanny, a full-time nanny, to help you in the house with chores ranging from cooking, washing your house, taking care of your children. So with little money, you can afford a full-time nanny to take care of your house, literally, to cook, to wash your house, your clothes, to take care of your children, to even help your children with homework and a lot of things that they do. But here in Australia, it's very different. It's because the minimum wage that is set here in Australia is not very far from what everyone else earns. Okay. So it will not make any economic sense to have a nanny because you will have to pay them almost your entire salary. So in every household in Australia, it's very rare to find a nanny, right? Or a house help because it's very expensive to keep one. In fact, we haven't had any nanny since we left Kenya over 20 years ago. We've had to take care of our kids on our own, and it is a very difficult thing to do, especially if you're used to having a nanny in the house, if you're used to having somebody to help. And so if you're looking for nanny jobs in Australia, you probably will not find one because it's very expensive to have. So it's a career that it's not very common here in Australia. In that regard, I wanted to speak to those who are preparing to come to Australia as a family. Please note that you will not have a nanny for the rest of your life. And so you must make sure you're ready to take up the chores, to share the chores among you as parents, and be able to take care of your family. And those who have been used to having nannies, I know it's going to be a big adjustment, especially for the men. If you're an African man, a traditional African man, in that sense, it will be very hard for you to adjust. I know there are men who have never visited the kitchen, they don't know how to cook, because they have always had their wives doing that or their house help. It will be a big adjustment when you land in Australia because you will have to not only cook and wash utensils and clothes, you'll also sometimes even have to take care of your children in terms of bathing them, changing the little ones, nappies and all that stuff. So it's going to be a big adjustment for you, and you better be ready. It's not going to be any help from anywhere. Not help from your parents. I know some of you stay close to your parents so you can drop your kids there for a day or two, and so on. These are some of the things that you will miss when you come to places like this. You'll have to literally be the ones taking care of your kids from Monday to Monday. All right? From taking them to school, going to plays, taking them to the park. It's a lot that you'll be required to do for your kids and for your family. Apart from doing these things in your family setup, some of the jobs that you might do when you come to Australia, when you're settling, are jobs that will require you to know these kind of things. For example, if you ever work in a disability company or an aged care company, some of these things you will be required to do. You will cook for these clients, you will help them to have a shower, bathe, change them, you will change their nappies, you will do lots of stuff that you've never done before. So you better learn how to do it. You better learn and enjoy to do it because some of these things you might be forced to do them for a while. While it's a very challenging shift, you are used to having a nanny or a house help with you, helping you with everything. But then you move here and you'll have to do everything on your own between you and your wife. While it's difficult to adjust, it is also very rewarding. While right now, you're never at home. You go to work early, you come late, every day and you don't spend time with your children because you have a house help. When you come here, you'll be forced to do all these things and you'll have to spend time with your children, having to help them with their homework, take them to the park, play with them, help them to shower and change them, give them food, cook for them, and so on. You'll have to spend time with your children. Whether you are their dad or their mother, you'll have to spend time with your children. And I think at the end of it all, it's very rewarding. It helps you to bond with your children, something that you will not experience if you have a third party, if you have a house help with you or a nanny in your house. So for all this time that we've never had a nanny, while it's very challenging not to have a nanny, and it's very difficult because after work you still have to come home and do all these things, but it's very rewarding and it has helped us to bond with our children. Many of you have watched some of my videos where me and my kids are pretending to be radio presenters so that we just spend time. We just spend time together doing something. You will have to be innovative to find something to do with your kids. All right. So while it's very difficult, it is also very rewarding. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. But more so, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's all I had for you today. Till next time, my name is Barnabas, the son of encouragement. Bye-bye and God bless you.